Taurus, welcome back. If you're returning, this is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. Sorry to miss you guys last week. Didn't intend to skip it, but kind of worked out that way. Had a bit of a restorative break, so that's good. We're going to take a look now at your energies for the week. We have 3 decks. We have the Metamorphasis, which I'm shuffling now. We have the Linestrider Tarot and the Seers Tarot. General reading here, folks, for placement Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus. Let's see what we have. The universe, all is fluid. Crystal magic of the earth. Affair, caught in the act. Let's see what we have here for you from the other deck, and we'll read these. The general message that I was getting during pre-reading meditation was unspoken. Something unspoken, something that needs to be heard, something that needs to be said. Could be emotions that have not been expressed. Could be information that needs to be shared with somebody. Hasn't been shared yet. A lot of possibilities here, Taurus. And we'll see how that plays out with your reading. Let's see what we got for you from Seers. All right, let's see. We have a general sense of the energies around this reading. Give me a minute to kind of soak this in. Kind of unsettled energy. There seems to be a logical understanding that you can create whatever life you want to live, and yet a bit of an apathy about where you are presently. Like, it's good enough. Not really having any burning desire to change anything, but at the same time, not really feeling like it's everything you want it to be. There is overall a sense that you, and I think a very correct sense, that you can create whatever life you choose. And it's just a matter of deciding what that is. And right now, there's nothing deeply inspiring about what's going on for you. And I think it's a temporary situation. It's not anything to be too concerned about. But let's take a deeper dive into these cards. We have the universe, all is fluid. And the Metamorphasis deck is cool because it has these little words that are very hard to read unless you're up close. So I'm going to read them for you, and then I'll show you the card. The universe, all is fluid. Soul's reflection, order, dance, rhythm, seasons, chaos, beauty. So there's an appreciation here of how everything changes and everything energetically is a dance, that there's a constant give and take, there's a flow that is always flowing, and there's a sense here that you're not struggling as much maybe as you did earlier in your life. You're not pushing against, not trying to control as much as you previously may have tried to manipulate situations. Now you sort of accept them as they come. And this 4 of Cups energy is where I'm getting a little bit of that sense of apathy, like this is good enough and this is fine. And I don't really feel any great desire for anything other than what I have right now. So I guess I'll just stay with it. But you're not deeply inspired by what's going on in your life either. And that there is at least a part of you that would like to feel a little more fire. There's at least a part of you that senses that you have much to be grateful for, and you are, and you could make a very good life with exactly what you have right now. And yet, part of you still longs for something, longs for a desire for something, and I don't mean, I'm going to try to explain this better. The desire to desire something is what you're feeling. Like if there's part of you, although it's a small one, I admit, that doesn't really feel 100% content with the way things are. You're fine with the way things are. You could live a very good life with the way things are, but there is part of you that wants something more. You just don't really know what it is. You just wish you felt the desire for it. Crystal magic of the earth. Look to your crystals for help. Shift your vibration. So if you are one that is into crystal magic, that is into stones and such, as you see, I have a variety up here, then look to the crystals that are calling to you. Look to their metaphysical properties. See how they can support you at this time with your work, with your desire to kind of find more meaning. Seven of Wands, you are fine, like I said, where you are, and you have a good life, and you would defend it. You don't feel like you need to prove yourself to anyone. There is like zero energy in this reading about you needing to take any action to please someone else. This is all about you. And like I said, you're not discontent, but there's just part of you that wishes that you had a new desire, a new driving force in a way, and you're feeling a little bit cut off from that resource, that ambition, I guess is the best way to say it. Not necessarily an ambition for money. It's this, there's something about having a goal and working toward it that you're missing right now. Affair is your third card. Temptation, acting on carnal desire. Theft, loneliness, all for the money, and cheat are the shadow side of that card. So for some of you, this could very literally mean an affair, that you are having one, that someone you care about is having one. But I wouldn't jump to the conclusion that that's the case for all of you. I think for some of you, it's this feeling of cheating. It's this feeling of getting away with something, or being cheated, that there's something more that you're meant to have and you're missing it, and feeling like almost guilty for feeling that way, almost feeling like that's a negative thing, that you aren't more content. And the Magician energy, of course, that is creation, that is the ability to manifest, that is the ability to have an idea and then make it a reality, and you have that, absolutely, and it's gotten you to a space that is fairly good, that you're pretty good with and you're pretty happy with, but you feel like something is missing in this card kind of combination here. And I feel like this is, for many of the readings today, this sort of quadrant has been about what could undermine you and what you're moving away from. And I feel like that sense of being cheated, or that sense of wanting what isn't yours, or feeling bitterness about what someone else may have, that is something that isn't really part of your life anymore. That may have been what was holding you back in the past, and it's not anymore, because you have chosen a different path. You've chosen a different life for yourself, and you are good. You're not needing to prove yourself to anyone. You're content with the choices you're making in the life that you've built. And there is a sense here of, like I said, of completion of a chapter, of moving forward away from that energy that may have been undermining you. So I think it's a pretty good reading. I don't know, I mean, this isn't a problem. You're good. You're good. You really are. You're not in deep turmoil here. It's just you're feeling like maybe you're starting to think you might want another goal, or you might want something that kind of kicks you in the ass a little bit and makes you want to strive, makes you want to feel ambitious. But like I said, you're fine where you are. You've got a good thing going on. So I don't think it's really, keeping you up at night, this feeling. It's just a little feeling that's there that you might want to start to pay attention to. And because our overall read was about unspoken, you may want to have a conversation with somebody about it. About this little thought that's popped into your head. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And we'll see you next time. Blessings.